back at it again. Another day, another week gone by, and that means it's time to start us off again. This weekend was a lot. LPI on Saturday, I think I did pretty alright. Not entirely sure. They spoke very fast in the interview, and from what I'm used to with my host family and my teacher, and maybe it's because I've asked them to talk slowly, but it just seems like they were going intentionally really fast to try and confuse us. But I still think I did pretty well. Out of we all got asked questions, and I was asking my counterparts in the youth development cohort, at least, what questions they got, and it seems, at least to me, it felt like mine was the most confusing. Maybe they were just expecting us to have specified vocabulary that we didn't have yet. I don't know. It was tough. But we did it. We got it done. They didn't say anything heinous. They didn't say anything at all. So I'm guessing no news is good news. Then had a dance session. I didn't do it. The dance session last time that we had, I got some pretty nasty heat stroke. So I just did not participate last time. I was not about to deal with that sort of headache again. And then came home, had some good food, and Kolya and Alina were like, yeah, let's go to Yerevan tomorrow for our anniversary. It was not their anniversary. Some friends of friends, I don't know. But it was somebody's wedding. I had no clue. And then we were there, and I'm like, oh, this is a wedding. And they're like, ha. Which means yes. It was an absolute disaster. It wasn't a disaster. It was, I just felt so out of place because they had me sitting at the table with the bride's parents, the groom's parents, and the bride's grandparents. And it was me and Kolya and Alina. That was the table. Someone who doesn't speak Armenian, is a complete stranger to these people, is sitting at arguably the second most important table in the entire venue. That was the most off-putting feeling I think I've ever had. Needless to say, it was a lot of fun. I had a good time. I feel like that's one of the good qualities of me. I can make anything a good time for myself. But people were telling me, get up and dance and have these gifts, and I'm like, I don't know you. You really don't need to do any of this for me. But I greatly appreciate it. And it was, you know what? It is what it is. So, I had fun. That's the end of it. As for today, I think we just kind of have our intro to YD practicum, more or less. Intro to clubs and such. Our normal language classes, of course. Yesterday was brutal. I had class, ran late for both language and technical class. Got home, did an hour and a half of private tutoring, and ate dinner. Usually, I have that all done by 7:30, 8 o'clock. This time, not until 9:30. Then I'm like, alright, I like to do some self-studying. My self-studying is, I guess, kind of intensive. I don't know. It's I do all of the cards in my Quizlet, and then a little bit of specified practice for what I think I need to work on the most. Right? Not a bad idea. That took me till like 11:30 to get done. Then I'm like, all right, I'm just going to bed. I can't do anything more. Didn't do my homework, and honestly, I don't care. So I go to bed, fall asleep probably around like 12:30. Then get woken up, not by my alarm, not by myself. My teacher was calling me. Apparently she had called me like 5-6 times. On the 6th time I pick up, they're like, yeah, emergency action plan is in effect. Grab your go bag and come to my place. So I sprint out the door. Didn't pee, didn't fill my water bottle, didn't eat nothing. I sprint out the door. And on my way over, I check my text and I'm like, this is a test. And I'm like, you're kidding. So I would have had time and saved myself so much uncomfort if I had just like taken a breath and gone slower. But they're like, no, the EAP's in effect. They didn't say it was a test. They didn't say that it was like anything like that. They just said it's go time, go. So had to walk my ass 15 minutes to my teacher's place, and then they're like, oh yeah, you're fine. Got there, had like one sip of tea, and then like, all right, time to go home. Didn't have time to eat, didn't have time to enjoy a beverage, nothing. While I'm home, by the time I get home, it's like 9 o'clock, so I don't even have time to like sleep the rest of the time that I was gonna sleep, or really to do anything. So I just sit there doing nothing for the past 40-ish minutes, and now I'm on my way to school. It's gonna be a great day. A great day. Alright, well, hopefully it's not too bad. We don't have technical class today, but when we don't have technical class, that means I get to do group work with everybody and catch up on what we need to do, which is going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. All right. Day 3, Wednesday, once again. We are heading to class again. So I think we finally figured out a good like class schedule for all of us. So because we don't all have the full 4 hours of class every single day, I've been taking extra like one-on-one tutoring with a teacher. But I felt like I could be doing more and learning faster. So I like brought that up, and well, now on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Mondays I'm gonna have tutoring with a different teacher like I've been doing, and then Wednesday and Friday, so today and then Friday, I'm gonna have another private tutoring hour, but with my normal teacher, so that I can get the full 4-hour like day and like get the full experience and learn as fast as I want to. So I think this will be a good change, a good shift, a little bit of extra like supplemental work. So I'm excited for it. I think it'll be a good shift. All right, Thursday morning, going to school again, like always. I'm sorry we don't have a central day this week. Missing my homies in the other classes. Don't get me wrong, I love my group here, but need some new faces every now and again. I finally decided on where I'm gonna go for my self-guided tourism on this Saturday. This fine upcoming Saturday. I'm gonna go to this, it's called Garni. It's a temple at a village called Garni. It kind of looks like one of the old Greek temples. Pagan temple, as they put it in the like travel brochure. So I'm excited to go and see that. Kind of like one of the old like Greek architecture, pagan religions. So I'm excited to see it. Oh, I had tutoring with my teacher yesterday. It was actually really productive. She's saying I'm doing pretty well. Don't need to really be stressed about the Armenian, but that's not the reason I'm stressed about Armenian. I'm just excited. People are saying I'm doing good. I'm a good study, so I just got to keep working hard, hopefully keep progressing, and then eventually I'll be able to hold a proper conversation rather than being like, It's been a lot of grunting is what I'm starting to realize. Not in like a bad way, but like I don't know how to communicate, and they don't know how to communicate with me outside of their language. So like when I don't get something, I'm like, and when I do get something, I'm like, a lot of hand gestures, a lot of like movement and like pointing at things. But you know what? We're getting there little by little. Okay, it's Friday. Oh yeah, we are going to a restaurant today to see if we can figure out how to order food for ourselves and like sit down, have a nice meal, have a good chat, have a good laugh. Hopefully it's gonna be a good day. I hope so, at least. We are in the afternoon doing a whole lot of nothing. So, well, not nothing, but you understand. We're going to be putting together a project. It's going to be a lot of preparation time. Thinking more into it, I am kind of terrified, not going to lie. Sorry, but I keep looking at Masis. It is always super beautiful, this walk. But what I am like terrified of is I'm trying to do like a social media literacy type thing, where I'm gonna like talk about like the strengths of social media, obviously being able to continue to connect with your friends, continue to connect with your family, see what's going on in the world, but like kind of the dangers too, because people only post what they want to be seen, not the entire picture, whether that be with news stories or what people are doing, how people are feeling, and like the effect of that on like mental health and such, which is, I think, going to be extremely important, especially to get to like pubescent youth, whose mental health is changing, like their mental map is changing, their entire emotions are running high, the amount of like energy and hormones and the way they perceive themselves is changing. And I think it's super important for them to know that not everything's always going to be perfect, and people on social media like to portray it as it is. So that's at least my hope. But what I'm scared about is I think I have to do it all in Armenian, and I don't know how I'm gonna like do that at all. Granted, it's only gonna be a 1-hour session, so it's not like too much to prepare for. Like I have to probably have like 20 to 30 minutes of content and have like 20 to 30 minutes of time for them to discuss amongst themselves, bring up ideas, stuff like that. But it's scary, man, trying to teach in a foreign language, like, and not so much teach, but like convey ideas and get a meaningful dialogue started is really hard when you don't know the language. So yeah, that's my fear, at least. But today should be a good day. Hopefully I can tackle some of those fears and get starting to prepare and all that good stuff. But you know what? We won't know until we know, will we? So, all right. Well, that is my check-in for today. I'll check in again tomorrow. I do have some fun things coming up that I'll talk to you guys about later. I can't talk about it now. Can't let the idea slip out, but I'll get it to you guys sooner rather than later, hopefully. All right, so on the way to class, we are running late, so gotta have a little pep in my step, but that's okay. It's Saturday, so that'll be fun. It'll be our trip to Garni today. It's gonna be great. Me, Mark, Janae, the volunteers in our little group for YD, as well as some of the people who live in Marmarshin and Alftashin, which are going to be Arena, Laura, and Angelica are all coming. So going to meet up with everybody in Yerevan and then squad up together, taking a bus. So it's gonna be interesting, that's for sure. But I'm excited. It's gonna be a good trip. It's a little bit cloudy and overcast today, so I'm a little scared about the weather, but going to one of the temples, so can't be too bad, right? But other than that, not doing a whole lot of much today. Gonna go on in class with a smile and wave, and well, hopefully it all works. Yeah, with that, I'll get this video up and together for you guys hopefully tomorrow, but we shall see. All right, catch you later, guys. Peace.